Okay, so this is going to be a review, picking up from yesterday's lesson where we left off. I assigned 2 problems under your turn, and then I assigned problems number 7 through 12 through the Go Math pages 221. So this is 27% of 300. And anytime you're doing this, you're going to set up your format. To prepare for incoming, and then you're just going to plug your numbers where they belong. Now remember, this is the is over of format, is over of percent over whole. This 27% goes over the 100 because this percent is your 100. Where does the 300 go? Can somebody tell me? Is it the numerator or the denominator? The denominator. So then my empty box goes on top. I'm looking for the part of the whole. I'm looking for the part of 300 that is 27%. So now I'm going to set it up in an equation. Cross multiplying 100 times x, that's this direction, and then 27 times 300. This is super duper easy to do because I've got these 2 zeros right here. I just drag those down here. And now what's 3 times 7? 21, good. So I carry my little tiny 2 over there. And what's 3 times 2? Plus that 2, 81. So now I'm still trying to isolate my x to get it by itself. And what I have to do now is division, because this is 100 times some number, right? To give me 8100. So I just undo it through division. And that will cancel that out and make it go away. Then when I put 100 over here, my favorite part comes in. What's my favorite part? 0, 0 gone. What, baby? Say again. Okay, so let me finish all the problem and I'll go back and explain it again. So then 81 over 1 solves out to be just simply 81. So Walker, your 81 was correct. Cross multiplying. 100 times I don't know. I write that as an X. Stands for my unknown. 27 times 300. That's what goes on one side, and 100 times X goes on the other side. Cross multiply. Cross multiply. 27 times 300 goes on one side. And 100 times some unknown number goes on the other side. Cross multiply. Can you see it? No. That means multiplication when you put things in parentheses like that. It's another way of writing. I could write it like this. I could write it like that. Or I could write it like this. Or I can write it like this. Or I can write it like this. Anything sitting right next to the parentheses like that, that's multiplying. Or, believe it or not, I can write it like this. There's a lot of ways to write multiplication, ain't there? Are we clear on that now? Okay, so that was number 6, 7, I forget. It was number 6. 60% of 75. Okay, this is our next one. Prepare for incoming. My format's never going to change. Not ever. Now I have to know what to put where. Roy. $75 goes on the denominator side of the first term, yes. And 60 goes above the 100. I'm kind of confused, Roy. Your mom said that you were confused on this, but you're answering all the questions perfectly. Weird, huh? Now, cross multiply. You're going to set up an equation. Okay, so what is it going to look like, Jalen? 60 times 75. 100x. Okay. Now I got to solve out this side. Okay, because this means multiplication. So I'm just going to drag this down because I didn't do anything with it yet. I'm going to drag this 0 down because I can. And now it's just 6 times 75. So it's 6 times 5. I carry my baby 3 over my 7. What's 6 times 7? Plus the 3. Now I got to get rid of my 100. Well, how do I get rid of my 100? Divide both sides by that 100. Zero, zero gone. And my answer would be 60% of 75 is 45. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay, now I've taught you this way. I want to teach you one other way. My original problem was 60% of 75, right? So my whole number is 75. Do you agree? 60%, you can multiply it by that. But what you got to do is you got to put it back in decimal form. So if you're really good at that, why did I just put 0.6, Natalie? Because the 0 just falls off. I don't need it. I just don't need it, right? So if I multiply these, oh, that's the alarm that iReady is over. If I multiply them, do I not get the same answer? I sure do. But here's the deal. This doesn't always work unless you have the whole and the percentage. We're going to start looking for the pieces and parts that are given to us, and we're going to start looking for the whole, and it's not going to work the same way. So just be very careful. This is why I teach is over of. Is over of will work in every situation. Every situation. Okay, so let's go back to the homework. Number 7 was 64% over 75 tiles. Oh, yeah, you can. Did anybody get an answer for this one? What'd you get? 21. Walker says 21, so I'm going to write that there. Oh, 221. You did 23? Oh. Well, we're going to set this up. Fraction bar, multiplication symbol, fraction bar with 100 down at the bottom. Now I got to put my pieces and parts where they belong. Where does the 75 go? Denominator first term, good. And 64 is the numerator. Hoffman. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I will let him up whenever I can. Thanks, bye. So the empty box goes above the 75 because we're looking for the part of the whole when it's 64% out of 100. So now I need to set this up as cross multiplication. What does that look like? 64 times 75, good. And what is 64 times 75? I'd have to do some side work because I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Did anybody get it yet? 64 times 75, yes. You need to be working instead of just waiting for me to write the answers down. You need to be trying this yourself as well. I got 4,800. Did I get it right? With the pencil? It's because I didn't write it very dark. Because I want you to challenge yourself and at least try trying to multiply 64 times 75. You should be writing this down in your notebooks as well. Because you're going to have practice work to do here shortly. Bradley, are you working on this? Mr. Multiplication Guru? I got 4,800. Is that what you got? Okay. And then I have to get rid of the 100 on both sides. And that would be what, 0, 0 gone? So 48 ends up being what I need up here, right? Does that make about sense? Barrett, you okay with that? Okay. Oh, close, huh? Now we got to do 20% of 70. I'm sorry, Natalie, were you still writing? %20 of 70. I can go ahead and set it up into my format, right? Where do I put the 20? Where do I put the 70? This one should be super duper easy because just 2 times 7 really. And you add your 2 zeros. 1,400, yeah. Cross multiply. Y'all get 14? Getting better at it, Roy? You're struggling? Oh. Start the next one, 32% of 25. Mm-mm, 32% of 25. It's It's written here on the paper, but I can't. Can I move this now? Natalie's still writing. It's all about patterns. Okay, so 32% of 25. You can set it up. Bradley, where's the 32 go? Where's the 25 go? %32 goes on top, but okay. I almost followed right along with what you said. 25 goes down here. Now I'm going to cross multiply. And I don't know what that is. I have to work some multiplication on the side. What'd y'all get? I got 800. Thank you, Natalie. Now I got 0 gone. Did you get that, Barrett? You sound so depressed. Yeah. Got it figured out yet, Ramon? You getting it? $10. 85% of 40. 85% of 40. Can I move this now? Let me know when. You not feel so good? Ow. And you were where for 3 hours? PetSmart for 3 hours. Where does the 40 go and where does the 85 go? Bradley, I want you to tell me what they just said. Okay. And the which one goes at the bottom? Okay. Now what do I do? Because there's a 0 here, I could just drag that down there. I don't have to do anything on the side. I can do it right here. 4 times 5 would be 20. Carry my little tiny 2 over there. 4 times 8 is 32, I think. Plus 2. Divide by 100 to get rid of it. Tells me 0 gone. My answer is Leo, you starting to get it? Okay, good. It's the same thing every single. That's why I like to use this, because this one format will cover anything that you're looking for. Because that empty box, Roy, is going to end up moving. It's going to move from the part to the whole, and then it's going to move to the percentage, because we're going to have the part in the whole, and you got to find the percentage. So once you get used to this pattern, you'll be able to move that box anywhere, and it's still cross multiply, and everything is still exactly the same. The next one, 72% of 350, friends. Get ready for incoming. Where's the 72 go? Where's the 350 go? Good, Ramon. You have to share the wealth. The wealth of knowledge. You have to share it, Roy. Now, what do I do, Ramon? Oh, I get a big number. So, y'all got 23,000? Okay, you forgot to count a carryover somewhere. Aha. The last problem from your homework last night was number 12, and it's 5% of 220 files. 5%. 220. You setting it up already? Can I switch it over yet, Natalie? 5% of 220. So let me set it up. I think by now you guys know where to place the numbers, right? Are you writing all this down? Yeah. Just checking. It was too easy, wasn't it? Single digits, just way easy. Okay. Let me know when I can turn my page. Okay, everybody needs to go to a new page whenever you get finished with that particular problem. We almost there? Okay. Waiting on Ramon. Let me know when you're ready, hon. Got it? Okay. So at the top of your page, I want you to title this percentage of whole numbers. And you notice I've got 3 problems across the top, right? 50% of 50, 60% of 70, and 100% of 90. We're going to talk about these problems specifically. I want you to write problems 1, 2, and 3. I want to talk about these problems specifically. Because I think we have the format of the formula down pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I want to talk about some common sense problems, like using maybe mental math skills, right? What do you know about 50%? It's half of something. What do you know about 50? It consists of 2 quarters when you think of money, right? So what's half of 2 quarters? 25, right? Do I even have to do the math on that one? Not when you have a problem that's this easy. What is half of 50? Duh, it's 25. Okay, so you can go ahead and put 25 there. And you solved it using mental math skills. There's nothing wrong with using mental math skills whenever the problem is so easy. Now, 60% of 70 we'll come back to. I want to talk to you about number 3. What do you know about percentages? It's 100. So if you have 5 apples and you give me 100% of your apples, how many apples did you give me? You gave me all of them, 5 of them, right? So if it's asking you for 100% of 90, what's your answer? 90. It can't be anything else. If you're asking for 100% of something, you have all of it. So the answer would be 90. But what if it's asking you for 200% of 90? How did you get, yes, how did you get that so fast, Ramon? Is it 180? It's 2 sets. Everything is based on 100. If I'm asking you for 200%, that means I'm wanting 2 complete sets. So it's going to be 180. What if it's asking you for 300% of 90? Not 2,000, 270. But you were on the right path, though. You just had too many zeros. So you get the idea about whenever they ask you 100% of something, or maybe 200% of something. Okay. Okay, so number 2, we're going to go ahead and set up the format. Okay, and you're going to tell me what number goes where, please. Good. You guys got this. Drag down both of your zeros. One from the 60, one from the 70. What's 6 times 7? 42. And there you go. It should be 42 whenever you take out that 100, right? Okay, go ahead, take your 4-minute break. And this concludes the lesson for the review. Please click on the link that is in Canvas that goes with this page to finish the homework and classwork. Thank you for watching.